Okay, Moby Dick swing continues. So today we're going to talk about P6, P7, 7.5, 8. Okay, so P6, P2, P3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, first of all, also I apologize. Sometimes I get mixed up with the position's name. It is what it is. You have to just um, basically correct yourself, okay? So P6 after P5, P6, okay? Your pelvis should be either 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 here or already open if this is full swing, and then impact. Clearly see both, okay? If you are more of a camp of pushing with the right heel and pivot and swing, you see less of it. But if you follow like George Gankus, more of a pivot, you will see more. Okay? Like a Mino Lee, a lot of guys, you see clearly both sides. Nowadays, more players now coming on the scene. I see they are more of obviously fade bias player, many of them. And so they try to create that fade by with their club path. Okay, I'm not gonna go there as far as another subject. Anyway, so P6 after P5 here. So P6 is technically speaking is not here. P6 is your hand should be right there. That's the P6, and club back down to here. Okay? That's another discovery or contribution by biomechanical scientists is that we've been talking about just the low point of the club head, and I think 20 somewhat years ago, they start to discover through the scientists that low point of your hand should be in front of your right thigh, right here, right there. From here, digger will continue to go level, or they even go down lower. If you're a sweeper, okay, hands start to elevate. Okay, so there's a YouTube video clip of Tiger used to be like a digger going like that really low, and then they did a comparison, hands here, now he just comes up as a sweeper. That's why he talks about talking to Scotty Scheffler, why take a debit? That's basically, he is now made that transition. He can hit obviously both way, but digger will not, you have to hit 1,000 balls a day. And then most famous person fail with that digging position is two person I can think of. Hunter Mahan, just out of the scene, maybe after the Ryder Cup disasters. And he's just a digger. And another person never be the same again. It's a Jordan Speed. It's a Amon Corner par 3. It's a 10, 11, 12 on the par 3. He could not get up and down, chunking it because he was a digger. Okay, took him 7, 8 shots and never be the same guy again. Okay, so anyway, I know this. So here is the lowest point of your hand. Club, lowest point of the hand is somewhere in here with the irons, right? But hand, club at lowest point is here. So P6, you have to be here. If you're here, then you will cast. So P6, you have to be here. From here, again, how you gonna do that shallowing? How you gonna do the, again, this is instead of V-shaped entrance, this is U-shaped entrance. How do you do that? So let's say you, with the together, separated drill, separated here, let's say it gets you to a P6 right here, okay? From here, I'd rather see not using your right forearm, which is first cumulator, right elbow straight, like that. That's not Moby Dick swing. It can be done. There's many players successful at it, really successful at it. But we don't do that. Now, so here together, let's just separate it, and then you got to this P6, okay? So what's then remain is the pivot, okay? So the pivot is, I mean, obviously it's called fourth cumulator, power source of torque. It's gonna be there. That is no question about it. Now, then next, what's left is slamming with your left hand, left wrist down like this, or you have this rotational power is left, okay? So this is a second power, third power, fourth power, so 3 barrel. We're gonna use a 3 barrel, okay? Meaning we're using this power, we're using this power, and we're using this power. Okay? It's a combination of those 3. Okay? So P3, P2.5 together, separated, you got to here. Here, using 4th barrel, that's the sensation. Here, that's the sensation. Okay? All right. Now, as we talk about P6 after the P2.5, end of the backswing of the full swing, and then downswing, I say separated by this drill will get you to here P6 position. From here, we are using not right hand. We are using mostly left arm, pivoting. Right arm's gonna be there, but not actively engaged. Here, I'm pivoting, right there. That's the motion. Now, when you do this from here, if you don't want to be a digger, how you're going to come up is modern day a teacher. It feels like taking the tree roots out of the ground, like this motion. Or if you're a male, obviously, you lawnmower, you're just cranking it up. Or you push this left foot towards between first and second base, and then you sitting down and you jump, which is ground force. So you're pushing against that way, and then you're torquing it. I'm not gonna go into external rotate, internal rotate, and pivoting. I'm not gonna go there, okay? So you have to play with it. You have to, again, I'm giving you the skeleton, and you need to check the video and see if you are P6 here, P7, you're engaging it, okay? And then when you see the video, you can draw the line in your hand, whether hand is doing level or hand is start to elevate. It has to start elevate. Otherwise, you'll be a digger. And then if you, like I said, if you don't beat 500 to 1,000 balls a day, you cannot be consistent. Marginal mistake is such little, okay? If you do here lowest point, and then your hands elevated, that means club head is more entering the ground more of a U shape rather than V shape. So U shape, even if you are approaching it half an inch behind, you still be able to hit it 80-90% of distance. Still doable, playable. Instead of pin high, you may be a little short. But if you are V shape, hands here either level or go down, your marginal mistake is absolutely none. If you hit it, even if it's slightly behind, almost 50% of distance missing. If you're half an inch behind, you're done. You're only hitting maybe 20% of your distance. So you must learn to, from the P6 position here, hand which is lowest point, and learn to have the hand goes up. Hand has to start elevate. Now, you're not lifting your hands like this. Partially, maybe yes, because when you're taking a root out, you're not going to use this way, but mostly your entire body has to use it to grab it out of there. You're not lifting or picking some worms on the ground. Okay, so here, yeah, okay, that's the sensation. Again, so P2.5 together, separated. Boom. That's the sensation. Okay. Now, I know I'm gonna continue to elaborate this. So, this is another point. Take a look at this. This is the position we want, right? Now, if you watch this side of the club, okay, watch what happens to get there. His club is going down. Once again, from P6, if you monitor, if you watch this part of the section of the club, this thing's going down, right? But if you monitor this side, it's actually same action, but club is going up. One more time. P6 here, if you watch this section, it's going down. But if you watch it here, this section, this part is going up. You have to concentrate this part, not this part. Here, see that P6? Don't see, if you see this, you're going down. If you see here, going up, handles going up. Okay, so I want you to be a U-shaped player instead of V-shaped player. So after complete your backswing, together 2.5 position. Now, when you're making a separated move, this drill will get you to P6. From here, instead of continue to go down, here, you concentrate this portion and then you elevate. Elevation, lifting this part will hit you down. That'll get you the ultimate U-shape strike. Okay? Have a nice day.